Hello my lovelies, it's Sundar from Substance Over Style and welcome to a new video. So today, this is a video for any of you who are going through a hard time, as so many people seem to be at the moment, what with lockdowns all over the world and political, financial uncertainty, and feels like the whole world is about to end, as I'm sure many people have experienced many times throughout history before. But yeah, also if you're wanting to increase your powers of manifestation, this video is also for you, so stay tuned. I wanted to share one of my favorite daily practices. Well, I don't do it every day, but whenever I do it every day, I'm always really grateful. Okay, so I posted a poll on my Instagram like a week ago or something, inviting you guys to ask me anything, and one of the questions that I got, I'll see if I can drop it in here, was what's one of the practices that you use to cultivate happiness in your life? And I said an attitude of gratitude is the best medicine. It was a practice that I used to lift me out of one of the darkest depressions. And it's also really powerful tool for manifestation. And then I got a DM from one of my other soul tribe, Ramin Hude, who asked me to expand on it and make a video talking about it in more detail, which is interesting because I kind of thought it was something that was well known, but I guess not. So here is that video. So gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions to try and cultivate if you are feeling down, depressed, or even neutral. And I'll tell you why. Let me just grab my laptop. Yeah, I want to find the exact stat on this. So I'm going to see if I can drop the little chart in that shows you all the different emotions and their vibrational frequencies. Okay, so on this chart, took me a little while to find it, but on this chart, if you can see, so depression, which is usually like shame, guilt, and even apathy, are all in the red zone. These are really low vibrational emotions. If you vibrated any lower, you would almost be dead, which is why depression is one of the most dangerous mental illnesses and is often a precursor to kind of suicidal feelings and things like that. To try and cultivate an emotion of gratitude, that's going to take you all the way up the scale from red, orange, yellow, teal, green, indigo, all the way up to violet, okay? It is one of the most highest vibrational emotions. It's at 900, gratitude, freedom, empowerment. It's almost, at the level of enlightenment. So it's a really important emotion to try and cultivate. It's the frequency of the heart chakra. Compassion, gratitude, those kinds of emotions are the frequency of the heart chakra, because God, or God consciousness, is love. It's unity consciousness. So how do we cultivate gratitude? So I had a practice when I had a mental breakdown. If you guys know me and have been following me for a while, you'll know that I had a mental breakdown at around the age of 19. It was actually a pharmaceutical injury that kind of triggered the side effect of depression, and I had to drop out of uni. I took a whole year of uni. It was a really dark time, and I was actually suicidal. So it was it was as bad as you could get. I lost 2 dress sizes. It was a really dark time. And one of the things, I was living, I wasn't living at home. I was living, with a bunch of different people at uni in another city. So I would talk to my parents regularly on the phone. And I remember I spoke to my auntie one time, and she gave me a tip to try and, increase my productivity and my motivation. She goes, why don't you make lists? So just make a list of everything that you have to do the next day. And obviously I was super triggered by everything. I was just like, I can't make lists. I can barely even get out of bed. How am I going to make a list of anything to do? And she goes, look, literally just write down a list that you have to go to the shops to buy food and stuff. So, don't do anything extra, but the things that you do have to do, write it on the list. And then once you've done it, tick it off. so that you know what you've done. And then also write a list. It wasn't a gratitude list, it was actually things that I'm proud of. So she goes, it will help you to feel give you a sense of accomplishment, because feelings of shame, like shame is, in the depression category, is a very low vibrational emotion, and it's something that perpetuates depression. So to counteract it, a feeling of pride is like the opposite of that. So, when you write down, oh, I went to the shop today, in spite of your crippling depression, because everybody knows that, when you're depressed, you don't really want to get out of bed. You don't want to do anything. So just rewarding yourself for the small little things that you have done gives you that sense of accomplishment. Now, if you take this a step further, and even write down not just the things that you're proud of yourself for doing, but the things that you're grateful for. So the things that the world or the universe or God or your family has given you, is really helps to start cultivating those higher vibrational feelings. And now if you do this, even in a neutral state, even if you're not suffering from depression, but you're just kind of, just living life, and, normally sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel a bit down. If you make this part of your daily practice, your morning routine or your evening routine, or even once a week, it will start to raise your vibration. And you, like, when you, everybody knows about, typical law of attraction tactics. And I understand that law of attraction is a very simplistic way of looking at universal laws. I don't teach law of attraction, I teach universal laws. When you increase your vibration, you basically get closer to that step, that God consciousness vibration, and things magnetize to you much more quickly. That doesn't mean that you can necessarily manifest anything, because I don't necessarily believe that either you can or that you should manifest absolutely anything. I believe that you should manifest what's in alignment for you with your soul's blueprint, your mission on this planet, what God wants for you, and what is in the highest alignment for everyone concerned, doing no harm to none. So that's how I teach manifestation. It will magnetize things to you so quickly, because you will be in the state of allowing. So it's a really, really powerful practice. So maybe you're feeling a bit like, well, I don't have anything to feel grateful for, my life is shit. Start off really small, and I mean really, really small, like, things like, I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. If you don't have a roof over your head, I'm grateful for having 2 legs. If you don't have 2 legs, I'm grateful that God has given me the breath of life for another day on this planet. Or just grateful for existence, Start really small, like literally the smallest thing. I'm grateful for this sunset. I'm grateful for this view. I'm grateful to see the children playing over there. Like literally, it can be with the smallest thing. And that will actually start to build on itself. And I just want you to do it, to write down 3 things every day that you're grateful for. You can also do the list one, 3 things that you have to do that day. And it can be really small things, like making a phone call, like really things that like a normal person would probably not even write down on their list, maybe. But for you seem, very Herculean, because, when you have depression, it's like, it's like you're wading through sludge. I know how it feels. It's like all your energy is being siphoned. So yeah, start off really, really small. And then you'll find, when I started doing it, it was like, I was just like, oh, this is not going to work. Like, that sounds stupid. Like, how is writing lists going to help me? But, I was literally so fucking depressed I wanted to die. And I had actually made a couple of attempts on my life. So I was willing to try anything. So I just did it for a couple of days. And then I found that, like, after, like, 2 days of doing this, I actually started to feel not good, not happy, because remember I was like suicidal, but like not wanting to kill myself, like maybe just maybe neutral or almost neutral, starting to feel like I had a little bit more energy. Like it was a little bit easier to get up. It was a little bit easier to get dressed. It was a little bit easier to go to the shops. Every day it got a little bit easier. And then, you know, it did take me a little while. It took me two years to recover completely. But I can happily say that it's been 15 years or something like that, 13 years maybe. And I'm completely depression free. Like, I don't have any problems with depression. I sometimes get a little bit of anxiety and insomnia, but no depression. I've had multiple dark nights of the soul though. So if you suspect that you may be going through a dark night of the soul, then watch my video on dark night of the soul. So yeah. Now, if you feel like you might have something feeding on your energy, like, you know, you feel tired, lethargic all the time, I want to share with you a powerful shielding practice. I do this every night before bed. This is also really helpful if you have nightmares. Like, I don't know about you, but for me, when I was depressed, I had a lot of awful nightmares, and actually those followed me through until present day, but now I do this practice before bed and it's helped me a lot. Now my dreams are much more well, they're less nightmarish. They're still very vivid, but I'm able to like command dominion over my space. I don't get attacked by, you know, weird things. I don't have chasing dreams, like, you know, monsters chasing me, you know, astral rape as well, really common in the dream space. So this will help you. Okay, so if you can just watch it and then decide if you want to do it, or you can do it along with me. Okay, so just close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now I want you to just visualize a cord descending from your sacral chakra or from your root chakra. If you're a woman, from your womb. If you're a man, from the root. And just send that all the way down through the ground into the magnetic core of the earth. And now, pulling up from the earth, we're going to pull up a rainbow plasma light shield. It's in the shape of a Merkaba, so it's a sword and chalice, Star of David shaped shield, and we're pulling that up around us. And this is going to shield us in all dimensions and parallel universes. And we're sending that all the way up and plugging it into the Godhead up in the 15th dimension. Okay. And we're just calling on our spirit team to ensure that no lower vibrational entities can enter past this shield. I mean, the shield would do it anyway. But if you want to add an extra layer of protection, you can ask your guardians, your spirit team, to ensure no astral interference with this field. Nothing can harm you when you are shielded with this shield. So you can pull this up anytime you like. You can pull it up before bed. I've done it before bed and it's helped me a lot in the dream space. So yeah, there's other shielding techniques as well. I'm sure this is not the only one. So if you come across another one that works better for you, you can try that as well. So yeah, I hope that helps, guys. So thanks so much for watching. If you try any of the tips that I've suggested in this video and you want to let me know how they go, I would love to hear from you. So you can leave me a comment in the comment box below. You can DM me on my Instagram. Also DM me on Instagram if you want to book a session with me. That's how I book my sessions. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, one love.